Hello, inflation fighters. Thank you for joining me today. It's Monday, and I'm going to have a crazy busy week. I've got 2 doctor appointments that I have to keep, and there's some pantries I'm going to be doing also before that, so it's kind of crazy. I'm going to throw in a couple recipe stuff because I'm not sure if I'm going to get around to putting a new video out in the morning, but I've got organization and some cooking videos I can put out to you. So I hope you had a great weekend. The weather turned out to be not very nice up here. They had said it was supposed to be nice, but it rained off and on, and yeah, we had all kinds of which made it difficult to find fun things to do, of course. So anyway, I wanted to mention that, we've been talking about contentment, and I think I did find a book of journal prompts, and it starts like it asks you a question, and then you write the answer down, and it is about contentment, but it's going to be a while before I get that book. So I'm looking right now online just to try to find maybe something similar. Gosh, that bird is just going crazy out there. Just to find something similar that we can maybe start using together now. But I wanted to share a story with you, talking about contentment. And I just thought it's always kind of stuck with me since I read it. Now, I read the Little House books by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I started reading them in elementary school. But then when I got older and started homeschooling my kids, I got into them again and read them, and they were pretty good. So one of the stories was about a Christmas that the Ingalls family had. And it was getting close to the time, and I think Laura had an idea in her mind about what she wanted to get for Christmas. So she sat down with her mom one day, and her mom just had this conversation with her. And it was very neutral. It wasn't like full of drama or anything like that, but she just said, that basically they were going to have to spend the Christmas money that year on getting workhorses because I don't know if something had happened to those, I can't recall in the story. But there were going to be workhorses that they were going to be spending their Christmas money on. Now, one of the concessions that Laura got was one of the horses could be hers. She could name it and take care of it and all of that. And it's interesting how her mother found a way to make a necessity something that she could look at, that Laura could look at as a gift. She knew, they grew up in harsh times. She knew the practicalities of their financial situation and things like that, but they still were kids, and I'm sure they hoped for candy and toys and things of that nature. So after Laura's mom tells her this story, she prays. And what she prays is that God would make her happy that she's getting a horse for Christmas. And I wonder, do we do that in our own lives? Are we just happy to have a working vehicle? Are we just happy to have a place to live? Are we just happy to have food to eat? Are we just content with how things are, but still look at them as privileges and gifts? And for example, if you went Laura's route of, okay, I need this thing, this is happening no matter what. I don't have much of a choice. This is what I have to live with. Could we do that? I mean, I think a lot of times we're about replace it, you know, not repair it. We just go get a new one, you know. And I mean, for some things, it kind of reaches that point. Like if you have such an old car that you know, are spending more money repairing it than you are putting money away for a new one or being able to make your car payment, then it's time to reconsider what you're doing in terms of your transportation that way. But I mean, still to be grateful that you have a vehicle to drive everywhere. Gas is expensive, yes, but you know what? If you're driving somewhere, you've obviously been able to afford, well, not afford necessarily, but you've put money into that. So you are using what you have and able to get where you need to go from point A to point B. So it was an interesting thing to remember that, thinking about contentment. And I think it's a good practice for us to just be grateful for what we have. And we do have a lot. So, and hopefully that includes a lot of friendships or close relationships with people. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, and hope that you are well, that you be blessed, and that you know you're taken care of. Bye now.